make it a better place.
Hey everybody, this is Tina. Welcome to my video today, you guys. I'm going to be doing my paper pumpkin kit, but I'm not doing it any of the way that they're doing it. These are actually cards and they can be invitations. So you get in your kit, you get the stamp set, and then you get 2 Stampin' Spots this month, which I love. Island Indigo and Flirty Flamingo. This is the stamp set, and then there are some really fun things in here. I think it'll be really fun to come up with something neat to do with these and then send them to my team for Stampin' Up. And then there's these right here. There's a whole bunch of different things in this kit, and you're gonna need all of these things if you do the slider type cards. So these are the bases, and you would fold them over. This would go inside. They would slide out, and then you have these invitation. It's a party. Invitation. And then here you have all of the candles for the top. So I am going to be using these as candles, as large candles, but I'm going to be doing a 12 by 12 scrapbook page. I had this idea immediately when I saw this kit, and I thought it would be super fun to do. So I will be using the elements sort of like they show, but I won't be doing them for cards. So you get instructions. Here's a photo, and then it tells you on my coordinating blog post that you can get to by just clicking in the card that's right up here. I will link Stampin' Up's video where they show you exactly how to put it together if you're wanting to do these as cards or invitations. But I am going to do something different with them. So I'm going to slice mine up, and then I'll be back to share with you what I do. Hi everybody, I'm back to share with you what I did with my paper pumpkin kit. I got so excited when I was working on it, I forgot to start filming again, which does not happen very often. So when I saw this paper pumpkin kit, I immediately knew that I wanted to do this. Exactly this. I wanted to do a 12 by 12 kind of layout with these candles on the bottom, kind of coming up and going in all different directions. Now, I don't do 12 by 12 like traditional scrapbook pages very often anymore. This I think will be perfect for a calendar page. I work on calendars and I give them as gifts for Christmas. And I think that this will be perfect. I also think that I will still do some stamping, like maybe do a happy birthday here. I thought this might work really well for my mom's birthday month, that it would go on there really well. And then the nice thing about using this on a calendar page is I don't have to worry that this is really 3D. This is really thick. I mean, it's a full bow, and then it has a dimensional on the back of it. So in a page protector, that's going to get pretty smushed down. But if I do it on a calendar page, then it won't be as smushed. So I just wrapped the ribbon around here, and it's kind of loose because when I tied the bow, I'm not so great at, making sure that the ribbon stays really tight and then the bow gets perfect. So I'll just add some adhesive to the back of that to keep it stable, and then that will work well. So these are just 4 by 4 photo places, and then so the white is 4 by 4, and then I did Island Indigo and 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So what I did for these candles is I just took this piece, and originally I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll just cut this in half and cut this part off, and then I'll be able to use this part as the candle, which you could still totally do that. But what I did is I went ahead and I assembled this. So I cut the tabs off here. So I just snipped the tabs with scissors. You could glue those down if you wanted. And then what I did is I took one of the candle flames and I stuck it on the inside. And then I put adhesive, and then I removed the adhesive right there. And then I shut it like this. So then this is the candle part. And then I laid these all out in different ways. And then I put the adhesive down. And then I trimmed off whatever was hanging off my page. Now the reason I decided to keep them together like this is because it made it a little bit thicker. And I felt like it was a nice touch, like it gave it some nice texture instead of it just being a piece of paper down on the bottom. The other thing is that you could pop some of these up. Like this one I probably could have popped up with some foam tape or dimensionals. So I did this, and then I thought I would do a card. So the card I did, I used the same concept where I put together that candle, and then I used this ribbon. This ribbon is just retired ribbon. I don't think we have this ribbon anymore. It's a really thick silk ribbon. I just wanted something that was in this, kind of had the same colors. So I tied that on there, and then I used my layering circle framelit. Used these, and then I used this sentiment, and that sentiment is from this stamp set, balloons and candles. Hello, perfect match, right? Match made in heaven. So then I just did the circle, and then I did some foam on the back and popped that up, and then that made my card, and it can open up like this. So the other thing I did for my candle on my card is I trimmed a little bit off the candle on each side. It was really wide, and I didn't think that it looked proportionate to the card, so I did that. So the other thing I did is I took this piece right here, because I have several of these left, and then I do also have a couple of these left, and I just used it as a template, and then I cut some mint macaroon cardstock, and I did a Christmas card using this kind of design, like the top of a candle kind of design, back during Christmas time, and I did a smaller card. They weren't this big, but immediately when I saw this, I thought this would be so cute as Christmas lights during Christmas. Like this size would be so perfect. So I might save one of these in my stash, and then come Christmas time do something with these. So I hope you guys liked seeing what I had done with my paper pumpkin kit. I really love that this month you get 2 Stampin' Spots. And the stamp set, I had thought about stamping up here, like maybe happy birthday would be perfect up here. I may still do that. I just hadn't got to using the stamp yet. I always think that the kit is worth getting just for the stamp set alone. I love them. So if you are interested in joining My Paper Pumpkin, it's super simple to join. It's $20 a month. That has some fun, creative goodness in it, and you get to open it up. And I like to be surprised, even though it's really hard for me not to sneak a peek at Stampin' Up's video. So each month you'll get a kit, and then you get to do something fun with it. When you join with me, you get to be a part of my exclusive Facebook group where I upload photos of different projects. I share links. It's really fun to be able to be in a group where you can share your ideas, or maybe if, like with this kit, it was invitations and I didn't really want to do that. So sometimes it's nice to be able to find out, you know, what others are doing with their kit. So I would love for you to join with me. The link is below in my YouTube description, and then you can head over to my website to see photos of my project where you can pin them to Pinterest if you like, and you can see all of the other supplies I used to create this project. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday, and I will talk to you guys later.